Hello everyone, it's dragonplatinum here, and today we are back again with Playing Crazy. Now, today I've got kind of a weird one to build, and today we're going to be building a hot air balloon. Now, I was kind of trying to decide whether or not I wanted to make a fighter jet or a hot air balloon. I decided on the hot air balloon. But really quickly, just before the video begins, if you guys haven't already, go down below, hit that subscribe button, it helps out the channel, and will notify you whenever I post a brand new video. Alright, so yes, we are actually building a hot air balloon today, and it's going to be kind of weird, because I don't think many people make hot air balloons in this game. I actually cannot recall ever seeing one. I have been told to make this by comments, so I'm assuming there's got to be at least one person out there who has made one before, but it's gonna be kind of weird because we're gonna be using a lot of helium, and I don't exactly know how my fire system is going to work with like the flame at the bottom of the balloon, but hey, you know what? We're gonna see how it goes. I really have no idea what this is gonna end up looking like. Okay, so we're just gonna get the basket put together here really quickly. It's gonna be super simple, like I said, but I want to use half blocks to at least cut down a little bit on the weight, because I think weight is going to be probably one of the biggest issues on this hot air balloon. The balloon is going to be insanely heavy, and we're going to have to off-put that with a bunch of helium blocks. It's going to be messy. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty messy, but hey, we gotta hope for the best. We gotta hope for the best. Okay, so let's start to get to work on connecting some supports to our actual balloon part. So I think the basket should be pretty fine as it is. It is kind of simplistic, and I might attach on like little sandbags onto it as I go along here, but right now I need to focus on the balloon because, surprisingly, one of the more important parts of a hot air balloon, and I don't know exactly how this is going to work out. I know that I need to have sort of a thing in the center because that's where my flame will be, and I might have to use like a rocket or like a sparkle. I really don't know exactly what I'm gonna do for the flame, but it should be pretty interesting. And let's also make these a little bit taller, as well as we need to probably use a little bit of rope, I think. Okay, so I've got an idea. We're just gonna start things out super simple, and start out with sort of like a block shape to begin with, and then we are going to start to add detail to it afterwards. So let's get to work here. Let's build our balloon. And I'm excited. The one thing I'm really excited to do is actually add the design and stuff to this. Oh shoot, I also need to make this thing move properly. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh god, okay. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Okay, so I was kind of curious to see what this exactly looked like once we actually start to get this thing put together more. And there's a few things I'm noticing that I'm going to need to fix on the actual balloon. First thing is, we need to make sure that this thing does not shake around a whole bunch. I don't know if there's too much I can do about that, but adding ballast in the bottom will probably help out. Obviously, we need to finish the rest of the balloon because we are nowhere near done. And there's a few other small touch-ups I could probably do just to make this kind of control better. I might have to put propellers into the balloon and at the bottom of the basket to actually get to move around. But for the most part, I think I've got quite a few ideas here of how I'm going to actually put this thing together. So I'm excited. I just need to figure out the rest of the shape. Yeah, just need to figure that out. That's probably the most important part. Okay, so I've kind of got the basic shape of the balloon down right now. It looks a little bit rough, but we can kind of patch it up a little bit more here. I think I might extend the top out just a little bit more and kind of mess around with that, but yeah, we're getting there slowly. I think we're getting close. It's starting to look a lot more balloon shaped, and hopefully we can make it fly. I am so worried about getting this thing to actually fly. Alright, let's try loading this up for the first time and see if this thing actually makes it into the air. Okay, so no, we're gonna need a lot more helium to get this thing actually up. But let me just try this. We're just gonna flip it really quick. We need a lot more helium in there. Oh my god. Oh, is this... Okay, it will lift us on, like, near zero gravity, but I just want to see... let's just bring that up just a little bit, and let's just let the basket drop a little bit more. Okay, that looks kind of hot air balloony. Might need a little bit more work. I'm not too sure what it is. It just kind of looks like a giant floating egg, and I don't know why. But there's gotta be something I can do to this to make it look a little bit better. Okay, I think I might have made the balloon look a little bit better than what it was looking like before. It's got a bit more shape to it now and looks a little bit less egg-like and actually extends past the basket, so it's got a bit more of a shape to it. Now I am excited to see what it will look like once it is all like nice and rounded out. But this is what we got right now. It will be a little bit bigger when it's done and rounded. But I need to figure out how I'm going to do this stupid movement system. It's going to be so rough. I know it's going to be so bad. And I have no idea how I'm going to do it. But, hey, you know what? Let's just get to putting helium in this thing and at least get it off the ground, because that is very important. Alright, so we've actually finally got liftoff. I'm gonna need to... Actually, no. Because we're gonna be adding a lot more blocks when I go to round this out. So, hopefully, I only have to adjust the helium very slightly. But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Okay, so now we actually begin the horrible process of actually making this nice and round. And this should take a little bit of time. But I'm pretty confident that this is going to look really, really cool once it's actually rounded out. And I'm really excited to actually give this thing a paint job, because I got a few ideas. I got a few ideas for what the paint could look like. Okay, so I finished rounding everything out, and it looks a little bit different than what I actually expected. But you know what? That's okay, because let's just see if this thing actually still flies. That's something I need to know. Okay, yeah, so we did add quite a bit of weight to the balloon. So we're going to have to add a little bit more helium to get it to actually float. And then we're going to need to add the propellers to get it to move. And then we're going to need to add the sandbags for the bottom. And then we're going to need to add a few other things. But we're getting there. And I've also added a propeller at the top, as well as there's one in the basket right in here, as you can see, which will control our height, because obviously I'm trying to make the helium as stable as possible so we can just float. And then we're going to need a way to go like up and down, so obviously we need that. But let's just quickly check here and see if this is actually going to work, because I haven't tested it in a while yet. So we are still just barely able to get off the ground. Let's try lifting ourselves up. Oh my god. Oh, it's so close. Okay, we are so close. Can we actually move forwards? I'm kind of curious. Can we move forwards? Oh my god, we are... This is so insanely promising. Oh my god, this is totally gonna work. Okay, I just need to adjust it a little bit more. But we have almost got this. It is so close. Okay, so now we are just barely floating a little bit too much. We have a little bit too much helium. So now we're going to need to go below and adjust the ballast blocks until we are just at that perfect level zone. And then I think our hot air balloon is going to be just about completed. Alright, so as you can see, the sandbags are on. They look a little bit weird, but they do work, sort of, kind of, a little bit. And we're still a little bit too light. But the cool thing with the sandbags is you can do this. You can go boink, and you can cut them off. Boink, boink, and boink. And you can just lose the sandbags, and now we can go up even faster, which is not what I wanted to do, but we can do that. I think I've got it perfectly balanced. It's going down ever so slightly, I think. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure this is as balanced as I'm going to get it. So that is good. And that means that we can start working on the paint job. And we can make this thing look much better than a giant white balloon. Because I want to add some color to this bad boy. Alright, so here is my idea for the balloon. I was thinking of doing... originally I was thinking of doing a giant red balloon with like a white dot on each of these little parts that stick out. But now I'm kind of thinking that I want to do a giant rainbow balloon with maybe... I don't know if I could fit smiley faces onto those little dots. I don't know if I have enough room. But I do want to do a rainbow balloon because where I live, I've actually had balloons fly by before. And you see them sometimes, not all the time. But there's a lot of rainbow balloons and a lot of red, white, and blue balloons. So... the rainbow ones stand out a ton against the sky. They look really cool. So I kind of want to make that because I think it would stand out a lot. And it might even look pretty cool. Now excuse me while I go look up what the colors are for the rainbow. Alright, so even for my standards, the rainbow turned out pretty blinding to actually look at. But for the most part, everything turned out fine. I did have to remove a few wedges and replace them with 1x1 wedges just for the painting. But it does look really good. Let's see if it still flies perfectly fine. And it still floats. Everything still floats good. That is good. That is good. Let's retract the sandbags. Okay. And I think it's T for the balloon. I don't exactly remember. Ah, well, whatever. It should be fine. Is it F? Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's put the balloon up just a little bit. And actually, that lifted us off the ground for some reason. But let's start to move. And there we go! We have actually got a moving hot air balloon. I wonder if I can fly this into the propellers. It's going to take a while, but I kind of want to do that now. But I must say, it does actually really stand out, and it looks kind of cool when you see it. So I'm happy that this turned out the way that it did. It stands out amazingly, and it actually flies surprisingly well, and is like super well balanced. But it's about to be super unbalanced once we fly it through this propeller here at almost 100 speed. Here we go. And, oh, that's fine. That's okay. Wow, that actually did, like, little to no damage to us. And we're still flying A-okay. What the heck? It looks like I just got a bite taken out of me, but I'm perfectly fine. Well, there you go, guys. There is my hot air balloon. Like I said earlier, I think it turned out really cool. Overall, I think if I were to change anything, I think the shape needs a little bit more work. I'm not very good at doing the kind of like circular or teardrop shape of the actual balloons. But if I were to get better at that, I think it could look so much better. But I like it. I think it looks really cool. I'm happy that it flies super well. And for the most part, I think it turned out pretty good. But anyways, guys, that's really all I've got for this video. So hey, if you guys like this video, feel free to go to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, it's Dragon Platinum, signing out. Peace out, guys. Bye.